When it comes to a basketball season, every single game matters. But when it comes to Benfica versus Porto, everything matters even more. Every possession, every shot, every single second on the court. It needs to be like it's your last. All right, bags are packed. My team and I, we head up to Porto for what should be a very successful weekend. This weekend is the Portuguese Cup. We play our rival Porto first game. They got the second best record in the league. We got the best. They beat us last game, broke our streak. I don't know how this happened, but it's up in Porto, so it's basically home court advantage for them. Drink the coffee, finish packing, head to the arena to hop on the bus, and then we're straight to Porto. You gonna drop me off at the gym? Can you wish me good luck in the cup, buddy? Nice, you can reach the pedals. Scoot that John way up. One last family moment before I head on the road trip. Got mother and son, father and daughter. Here we go. Where's my bag? Oh yeah, 4 hours, a little rain. We made it to Porto. This is decent. It's quaint. Decent little view. What's going on here?
What's going on here?
Are you nervous for the game tomorrow?
No. What would that be?
I don't know. Just getting nervous.
Nah.
Mustache looks good. Not as good as my mullet. It's getting long. It's luscious. Luscious.
It's uneven.
Yeah, just give it some time. Give it some time. So the structure of this cup is super straightforward. It's exactly like a March Madness Final Four. You win, you move on, you lose, you're done. We had some qualifiers for this earlier throughout the year. It all comes down to this. So it should be fun. And what is also cool, my alma mater GCU plays tonight for March Madness in my home city back in the States, so I'm gonna make sure I support my Lopes. Cool, the crossover between US basketball and European basketball and all that stuff. So about to go to practice, check out the gym, feel the rims, and get this cup going. Ivica, welcome to the vlog, man. Your first time, bro. Let's go, Croatia, stand up.
Because you are,
Where is the bathroom, hey?
Lock in, Daniel. Come on. Ain't no time for those games. Come on, lock in. Oh, no. Yes, sir. Yeah, you.
hey,
Superstar. Demon home. Demon home.
Let's go Memphis.
Oh.
see lost by 28, he's gonna get mad at me.
He never took his team to the March Madness. I did.
Hey, man, go Lopes.
Hey, go Rams.
About to go to bed, get some sleep, but before I go to bed, gotta watch my Lopes. If you guys don't know, school right here, Grand Canyon, that's where I went for my senior year of college. Gotta support the alma mater. It's March Madness, best time of the year. All right, I'm going to bed. I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow morning. I don't think I put the scooper in there. I think I left.
How many grams is a serving?
It's supposed to be like 5 or 10. God. Not terrible. That's pretty bad. This legit looks like drugs now. Hey, look, do a scooper in there. Oh, sorry, I lost it. Thank you. This looks like drugs. It's game day morning, semifinals of the Portuguese Cup. We have Porto first game. And if we win, we play either Deliverance or Sporting in the championship. Game's at 4. A lot of history between us and Porto. We're 1-2 against them this year. Lost the last game, tough one. So it's gonna be a dogfight. I mean, there's a lot of nuances to this game. We have 3 players out with injury. They have 0, and then also they have an extra foreigner. So they have to make a decision on basically which lineups they're gonna play, and it's a very strategic decision by them. And so that's why we have to keep under wraps like which one of our players are injured, who's not playing, what's the severity of their injury, so they don't get any insight into making that decision. So a lot of games being played. It's gonna be a good one. We are in Matosinhos, which is in Porto, so they're gonna have all their fans, which is a disadvantage to us, but I think at the same time, we play better in hostile environments. Not just me, but my team. We rally together in hostile environments. So yeah, I'm excited, I feel healthy, just stoked on this. Like, just seems like this whole season, all the ups and downs, they've been hard, they've been tough to navigate, but it's the timings of each. And they haven't been perfect, but they've more than been for my good, for the greater good of me, growing as a man, as a player. So it's just really nice to be at a point where I feel like I can give my maximum for this game. So again, stoked. Well, I'm gonna get this pregame journal. Then we have a team activity where it's either gonna be a walk or like some mobility or something to kind of get our bodies moving. And then it's to the bus and to the game. So game day happens fast. I feel like my mind's in a good spot, but this journal, getting kind of my overthinking out on paper, it will help. So let's get to it. Here's the speed run game day breakdown for me. Be hyper aggressive personally, be an impact player, make my presence felt offensively and defensively. I'm a very complete player. I'm best when I'm doing it on both sides of the basketball. And then again, play to win. Don't play not to lose. Big moments like this, sometimes it can be tough to have that killer instinct. It's the same idea when shooting. Shoot to make, not to miss, right? And then confidence and decisiveness on every action, because I'm the best option to do that action. Team key, don't get too emotional with the moment and crowd. Play fast and decisive. Win the game with team defense. That's the key right there, team defense. Big thought, make winning plays consistently. Do it consistently, and we're gonna win the game. Let's do it.
Whoever's up next, go quick. You gotta go quick, go. Hey! Go. No!
Okay, 1 point. Next one. Next one. You got advance.
See you. For a win. I lost to the guy in these poop socks. He's wearing literally poop socks. Fucking dookie socks. Let's film this. Oh, girls need to win.
Yeah, the wheel.
Or else Beto's gonna have a rough week at home. Oh, shit. Now, as I said before, this is a do or die game. We win this game, we move to the championship. We lose this game, we're watching the championship from our couch. These type of games, it's super important to control your emotions and play as a team. Today, we were definitely in enemy territory. I mean, Porto had their whole side full of fans that were being loud and obnoxious. But we also had fans too. Benfica traveled around 300 fans. But of course, due to safety concerns, they put them deep in the corner, as you can see right there. Big games and environments like this are the games that I look forward to. They're the games that every basketball player looks forward to. This is one of those moments where my preparation and perseverance through injury can pay off. all those hard moments can become instantly worth it. With the trip to the Cup Championship on the line, let's get this Cup semifinal underway. To start the game, we were playing great team defense. Mac with a good stun, I'm in the help side, able to get the steal and push the ball. Push the ball ahead, and he reaches from behind for a foul. My first real impactful play on this game. To start this game, we were laser focused. Everybody was active on defense with active hands, stunting in gaps, and we were playing really well team defense at this point. The ball is going against 5 guys. We also have good individual plays. Ahmad's doing a great job locking up, staying in Tony's airspace, and forcing him to shoot this tough shot. On my first offensive possession, my defender goes underneath this off-ball action. Now, when I drive baseline, our spacing is absolutely terrible. There's no real options here, except for the one I find with Ahmad at the top of the key with his hook pass. Catch and shoot, knocks it down, big time shot. Now here in transition, AB posts up the smaller wing defender. I immediately see the mismatch. I'm looking for an angle here, don't see it. I end up finding it here, and he gets this really easy ISO with the whole side cleared out. Plays strong and gets the layup. At this point in the game, we're up 13-4 and we're rolling. We're playing good team defense, playing smart basketball and offense. And right here, I'm telling AB that every time he has a mismatch to post up. But again, the key was our defense. Our defense leads to easy opportunities on offense, and that's why we're ahead at this point. On this play, I get too aggressive and up into the ball, allowing my man to get an advantage, but I do a good job crashing down on the big once my big helps over. This takes away the drop-off pass and also the rebounding position. Again, good team defense, good physicality, and good communication. This is the simple recipe to winning basketball. Now here we run this off-ball action, and I see that the help side is pretty occupied. I have the whole baseline here, and instead drive middle to a tough pull-up jump shot. One of the keys to being aggressive on offense is being aggressive at the right moment to the right spots. Here after I made 3, I still push the ball in transition to get sort of a transition look. They ice this side pick and roll, do a nice little pocket pass. Daniel has a decently open mid-range, knocks it down. I sub back into the game about 6 minutes later and the score is completely different. The main reason being is because now they started focusing on team defense, physicality, and communication. Look how attached their defense is, and also look at how poor our spacing is. This makes almost nothing available, and I end up getting clogged up in the lane. We still get a bucket out of it, but they're flying around making plays, and we're having to shoot tough shots. Here on this post-up is another great example. Look at their defensive spacing. There's almost nowhere for me to pass the ball and almost no space for me to operate. I end up finding this little drop-off along the baseline, and Mod gets a kicked-out 3, but it's still pretty contested. That's great defense, and that's putting us in a tough spot. In games like this, it's extra important to play fast because in transition, it's harder for defenses to be set, and it allows you more opportunities to go one-on-one with decent spacing. I did a good job getting downhill with this little double cross. I wish I would have finished this because this foul wasn't hard enough for me to not make this bucket. Should have been an N1. At this point in the game, they have all the momentum. We were up big, and then we were kind of shell-shocked at their comeback. So these free throws are extra important because we need every point that we can get. Now here on defense is an example of not being physical enough. I start with great physicality, bumping him off his line, but here on this pick and roll, I need to evade that screen and then get back into his body so he doesn't have space to pull up like this. After a nice give and go, Matt goes for the punch, ends up missing the dunk, but now they're in scramble, I'm wide open, catch and shoot, confident, knock it down. The issue right now is not our offense. We're trading baskets and this lead is not getting any smaller. I finally make the correct decision, attack to the open space on the baseline and drop off a good pass for Mac for 2. A few plays later, my defender gets kind of cut up on the screen, goes under, nice little one dribble pull up 3, cash. Because we're trying to be physical and pressure the ball, which is a good thing, it's allowing them to set their pick and roll super high, and that spreads out our weak side defense. But still, that wasn't the problem here. This is a 50-50 ball that if we want to win these games, we need those. The ball was in my hands, and I don't secure it. And these are plays that if we're trying to come back from down 9, we need this basketball. We ended up going into halftime down 12 and having allowed 54 points. This is for sure one of the worst defensive halves of our entire season. We need to step up on defense in the second half or this game could get even uglier. I took it upon myself to do exactly that to start the second half. Here I'm really pressuring the ball, do a good job getting into his space, making him uncomfortable. It was simple energy and effort and good positioning by Beto on the wing that forces them into this really tough 3. And it's a great defensive stop. To cut into this lead, we need stop and scores. I try and get downhill here, and somehow this ball is out on me. Foul or not, I can't react like this. This is not winning basketball. I eventually need to learn my lesson. Yeah, I probably got fouled. I mean, when the defender swipes down like this, even if he gets ball, there's a lot of arm there. The point is my reaction. I need to focus on the right things and not the referees. But still, to start this third quarter, I like where our defensive intensity is at. Everybody's helping, everybody's competing, and we're forcing them into really, really tough shots with the shot clock winding down. Here, Tony pulls up from like 30 feet, and that's great defense. In this game, our Achilles heel was this high pick and roll. It absolutely spread out our weak side defense. Now I have to help over, and my man in the corner is going to have a wide open cut and dunk. You need to find a better solution with the pick and roll defense up top so there's not as much pressure on the weak side. Here, a very similar thing happens. I'm in that weak side spot again. I'm over anticipating the roll, allowing for a corner catch, shoot three. He misses it, but still. Like here, 2-man pick and roll up top, ball pressure. That reject is my responsibility. I slide in front, draw the offensive foul. Great defense. If you notice, Mac was also in the stunt here, so he really had nowhere to go. Now, most of the times when teams score, it's because of bad defense, but sometimes there's just good offense. Like this is a deep, deep three. You know, you got to give it to this guy for knocking this down. I don't know how I feel about a bow after making a three, though. It's kind of soft. Now, here on offense, the defender kind of slips on this handoff. I end up attacking the baseline. After watching this game back, their clear weak point is the baseline drive. Draw this foul, get to the line, knock them both down, and now it's a 10-point game with a little under 3 minutes left to go in the third. To end the third quarter, I felt this was a really important call that maybe was missed. I felt like I was in legal guarding position, and they ended up calling a foul on this one. My reaction, again, is terrible. I need to figure this out, but it's just part of me being competitive. You probably didn't notice it, but on my reaction, some of the Porto players mocked my movements. I didn't take kindly to that, so I said something probably not safe for work to the guy. On the court, I talk a lot. I'm a competitor. It's part of my game. I'm annoying, and I know it. But when I talk, there's always a limit to what I'll say. For me, there's certain lines that can't be crossed because then it turns to something outside of basketball. It turns into a character thing, and that's something I'll never do. But not everybody holds that same code, so I got to keep that in mind in terms of my reactions to what I hear. In terms of offense, our big issue this game was spacing. I'm able to get all the way down to the block, but can't create an advantage because there's 2 guys standing there. Like I said at halftime, if we didn't figure out our defense, this game would get really, really ugly, and that's exactly what happened. We had one final push in the last couple of minutes of the fourth quarter. But at this point, it felt more energized out of desperation than commitment. If we want to be the championship team that we claim we are, it takes 40 minutes of team defense, physicality, and team communication. If not, then we're not the championship team that we claim. Losing like this in a game like this hurts, I'm not going to lie. But as I always say, losses can be used as fuel to your greater potential if used correctly. That's what I'm going to do, and that's what this team's going to do. So make sure you guys like and subscribe if you want to follow along more on this journey. The season is far from over.